Tired of AI coding assistants going rogue? You know the drill. You ask an AI to fix a bug or add a feature, and it blindly executes commands, potentially overwriting files or introducing unexpected changes without a second thought. It's like handing the keys to your codebase to an enthusiastic but reckless junior dev. Most solutions out there completely lack real-time human oversight, making truly complex projects risky, if not outright impossible to trust the AI with. What if you could combine the blistering speed of AI with your own critical human judgment at every single step? That's exactly why Cline AI exists, and in this ultimate guide, you're going to master it. Cline introduces human-in-the-loop control, letting you review and explicitly approve every command, every file change, every action before it's executed. It's the best of both worlds, AI speed with absolute human safety and control. By the end of this video, you'll be able to develop, debug, and automate complex coding tasks more efficiently and securely than ever before, integrating with any AI model from OpenAI to local LLMs. Now, let's get you set up. Cline is completely free and open source, built right into your terminal. First, you'll need Node.js installed. If you don't have it, pause this video and grab it. Once Node.js is ready, open your terminal and type this exact command: npm install-g @cline/CLI. Hit enter, and Cline will be globally installed on your system. Next, you need to tell Cline which AI models to use. Cline supports OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, and even local models like LM Studio or Ollama. You'll configure your API keys or model endpoints in a file located at /.cline/config.json. Open that file with your favorite text editor, and you'll find clear instructions on how to add your API keys. For example, for OpenAI, it might look something like OpenAI API key equals SK your key here. Just fill in your actual key. One crucial gotcha to avoid, especially for longer, more involved conversations: ensure your Node.js memory limit is sufficient. If you encounter out-of-memory crashes, you might need to increase Node's -max old space size setting when running Cline. A quick Google search for Node.js increase memory limit will guide you, but for most tasks, the default is fine. Here's where the magic truly happens: Cline's core, plan, and act modes. To start, simply type Cline in your terminal and hit enter. You'll immediately enter plan mode. This is your brainstorming phase. You describe your feature, your bug, or your refactoring task. For example, let's say you're building an Express.js app. I need to add a new API endpoint to my Express.js application that returns a list of users. The users should be fetched from a MongoDB database. Let's call the endpoint /API/users, and it should be a GET request. Cline will then explore your codebase and propose a detailed step-by-step plan. It might suggest things like 1. Ensure MongoDB connection. 2. Define user model. 3. Create GET route for /API users. 4. Implement controller logic to fetch users. 5. Add error handling. This is your chance to review the architecture, ask clarifying questions, and refine the plan together. You can say, what about validation for the user data? Or, let's make sure it's authenticated. Once you're aligned and happy with the plan, you tell Cline to proceed or start acting. That's when you switch to act mode. In act mode, Cline will execute commands, edit files, and make changes. But here's the critical part: it will pause for your explicit approval before each critical action. Before it runs a shell command, before it modifies a file, it shows you the exact change, like a git diff, and asks, approve, yes or no? You are the ultimate gatekeeper, giving you unparalleled control and safety. But Cline doesn't stop there. Let's dive into some advanced tips to supercharge your workflow. First, check out the Cline Kanban launch modal. Just type Cline Kanban and a beautiful terminal UI will pop up, allowing you to manage multiple CLI agent sessions in parallel. Think of it as having several AI assistants working on different tasks or projects simultaneously, all neatly organized. This is incredibly powerful when you're juggling multiple development efforts. Second, leverage Cline's broad API support to switch between different LLMs on the fly. Maybe ChatGPT-4 excels at generating new code, but Anthropic's Claude is better at refactoring existing code. You can easily tell Cline to use a specific model for a task, or even compare their coding approaches for a single problem, seeing which one proposes a better solution before you approve. Finally, for teams and automated workflows, you can integrate Cline into scripted headless modes or CI pipelines. By configuring portable JSON or Markdown files, you can define tasks and approval flows, ensuring consistent, automated code changes with built-in human oversight, perfect for large-scale refactoring or automated security patches. So, what does this look like in the real world? Imagine this. You're facing a cryptic Gradle error in a complex Java project, something like Gradle exception, some task not found. I'm getting a Gradle exception about some task not being found. Can you help me debug this? Cline explores your build.gradle and settings.gradle files. It identifies the missing task definition. It proposes a fix, perhaps suggesting where to add the task or a typo correction. It presents the exact code snippet for build.gradle, asks for your approval, executes the change, and then asks if you want to rerun the build. You approve each step, and suddenly, that frustrating bug is gone, all under your watchful eye. Or consider a new feature. Cline, create a feature branch called feature/user profile editing and add routes and basic CRUD operations for user profiles to my Nest.js API. Cline will create the branch, generate the necessary code, maybe even suggest adding placeholder tests, and then run those tests, pausing for your approval at each critical juncture. This drastically cuts down development time while maintaining code quality and security. The use cases are endless. Automated code refactoring across a microservices architecture, fixing complex bugs with guaranteed human oversight, rapid prototyping where you can iterate quickly but safely, and even generating onboarding scripts for new team members with custom configurations. Cline AI puts you firmly in control. Subscribe to AI Tips for more practical AI tutorials. Next up, we'll dive into building custom agents with LangChain that can automate your repetitive daily tasks.